Yo, what's good, gang? How you guys doing? Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. I know I haven't posted a video for a little while, but I'm back. Like always, I'm gonna play the full loop so you hear what it sounds like, and let's get right into it. For the first sound that I use, it's a synth, kind of a synth bell that I use from Electra X. It's actually just a stock ARP. Here's the pattern that I did. It's really simple. With this, I just started from this region right here to this region, just looking to create something that is repetitive, that I could copy over, which is what I did right here. And really the only difference throughout this whole pattern is just this note up top that goes from here up to there. I wanted to go over the mixer track that I have on it. I got Valhalla on there, Shaper Box. The Shaper Box is just a side chain, so nothing too crazy. I got Halftime on there, and then you can also see that I brought the mix down to 50%. That's a little sauce right there that you probably know about, but you can play around with the mix. Obviously you can have it 100%. You can bring it down to 50 like I did. You could even bring it down more to like 25 or 15%, whatever sounds good. There's no rules or anything like that. It's really about what sounds good for all these loops that you're making. So now that I have that little like bass line melody that I can work with, it's all about just layering and adding a little ear candy to it. So the next sound I added was this ARP, again from Electra X. So for this sound, I actually didn't even have it on the mixer track. If I were to redo it, I would probably put an EQ on there, take out the low end, and that's really all it needs. But for this one, I didn't even have it on the mixer track. If you've seen my videos in the past, you know I love textures. I also really love percussion loops. I think they add a lot of vibe to the sample that you're making. So here it is. Next, I added this accent from Producer Grind. Kind of crazy. It's real simple though. Obviously now I'm in the stage of just adding ear candy to it. For the mixer on this, I have an EQ and that's it. Took out the low end. Then I added this accent from Max Shooter. I knew I needed some sort of, because up to this point I didn't really have a lead sound or something to really drive the sample, so this was perfect. This is what I needed. For the mixer on this one, all I got on it is Valhalla, Love Filter. I use Love Filter to kind of, if I feel like a sound is a little bit too in front of the sample or too much, I'll use the Love Filter and I'll just kind of drown it out a little bit. I'll put a low pass filter on it. And then I have an EQ on there. Then once again, adding a little more ear candy. Here's another Max Shooter accent. I love this accent. Honestly, I don't even know what it is. Like, if I had to describe it to someone, it sounds like an old chair like squeaking. I don't even know. Like, it's just like, but it's eerie, and that's what I'm going for with this sample. Is something dark, eerie, scary, and it just, it just adds a lot of vibe to it. With accents, play around with the position. With this accent, it's kind of that lead sound, so I kind of have it played throughout. But with this one, I literally just have it at the end of the this little pattern right here. And so, play around with the positioning of your accents. Don't always have it starting on the one, because you want to have things kind of popping in and out of that sample that's going to keep the listener intrigued, and that's really what it's all about. Then I added a synth bass to it, used the Growler Moog bass from Omnisphere. Obviously, as you can see, nothing crazy with this synth bass. Usually I'll even kind of have it going up and down a little bit, following the bass notes, but really with this one, was what sounded good to me. And that's really what it's all about. Whatever sounds good to you is what you should go with. Don't feel like you got to follow any sort of rules. I kind of touched on that earlier. Just go off of what sounds good, what feels good to you. So that's it for the final loop. I just pitched it up a little bit. Like I've said in other videos, I love to change the pitch of the loop, because when you have it the same pitch the whole time you're making it, it just gets old. And then you start, no matter how dope the loop is, if you keep hearing the same pitch, it gets old and you start questioning yourself. You're like, oh, I don't even know if I like this. So play around with the pitch, play around with it while you're working on the loop, because it'll spark new ideas. But also, you know, obviously you can keep it the same, but you could also change it when you're finalizing your loop. So once again, I'm gonna play the final loop. Here's what it sounds like. I think Future would go crazy on this, but I just want to make something dark, something eerie, and you know, you add some drums on this, add some crazy 808s, it's gonna go crazy. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Definitely, if you guys want to work, hit up my IG. I'm at westcoastcam206. Hit me up, let's work. I'll send you loops, whatever. But anyway, guys, have a good rest of your week, and let's get to it.